Hey guys, Coach Jan here. So we got Richie playing with my son Jet, who just came in, and he's about to play with Autumn right now. I'm very excited for this match too, but I want to talk about for a second as we start the importance of playing push hands with someone smaller, especially someone who might be let's say, in the child range like my son. This is massively important because of Richie's a teacher, so he's a very skilled Taiji teacher, instructor, and to be able to play and to gain benefit, for Richie to gain benefit from playing with someone like Jet, he has to be paying attention to the pressure from my son, from someone of this size, with the same amount of reverence that you would pay attention to someone who's of equal size or greater size. And so look at how Richie, just his whole body just reacted. Look at that, the whole full body reaction to Jet's push. Richie's training himself by having that sensitivity to recognize that the pressure that he's getting should still inspire him to make the adjustment with full body power. And if he doesn't do full body power, for example, just now you saw his shoulder, his elbow just slide off. If he's doing isolated softening, then the isolated softening is strategic as well. So I just can't emphasize enough the importance of doing push hands with someone who is smaller than you, especially someone who might be in the child range. And it's just a really, really great, wonderful thing. And Autumn's gonna get in this now. As a matter of fact, Autumn, let's switch you in with Jet, and I'll play with. Oh, you're gonna. Okay. Jet, you wanna stretch a little? Okay. Can you hold this on the? I'll just put this over here. I'm gonna switch this phone around so that we can get a little, so everybody can work.
Team meeting.
Yeah. Here we go. Put this over here. Get some work in. All right. Push hands in Hollywood. Yeah, well, what did we do before? Did we do left leg forward?
We did
right.
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. So remember, this freestyle game is all about who moves first. So one person should be staying solid. That's the point, and only playing collarbone to hip. So we're just warming up right now. Yeah, that's good. We'll talk about that for a second. So if you guys noticed before, the last point, not the last point, the one before, notice that like when we were playing, at one point, this happened on this wet grass, right? So my foot goes like that, and what it looks like is that my knee touches the ground. He would have gotten 2 points for that. Really important to note that looks like a slam or a throw. When you're preparing, especially for something like Tai Chi World Cup style push hands, you want to give yourself no room for being misjudged. You don't want a referee you don't want to lose a point or have someone else gain a point. So you want to be extra scrutinizing of your own mechanics and whatever happens in a moment. So you notice that after that happened, my immediate follow-up was to change the level of play, which was to do this move, to start bringing the game over here to this area, because up until then, Richie and I were only playing, if you were to put a camera up here, we're only playing in this oval right here. So there was nothing happening back here. So I had to open up the game, the field for myself. And that was also.
But he would have gotten 2 points.
But he would have gotten 2 points for that. Absolutely.
So what
it
should
looks
he
like,
do to make sure that that's noticed?
what should he do is stand strong after that. Yeah. Yeah. You don't need to laugh, but definitely like stand up and look around for a second. Then come on back.
It's a little dip there.
You're right.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's an advantage or a disadvantage.
Yeah. I don't. Cool.
So Autumn has played a while, so go hard on her.
Oh, cool. Well, thanks, bro.
Really nice.
Ready?
Yeah.
Cool.
No time, Autumn. Give him no time. Nice. There we go.
Nice.
Think about how you can control my whole body, just like that push. Think about feeling that so feeling this connection between all the limbs.
Yep.
So that you can see how you can do the touch. So I want you to start focusing on that. So the second you feel connect, you want to feel like that.
Nice.
Nice. That's very good. Nice. Nice. Fix this up. Let's get a little bit more of that. There we go.
Great. Slap touches new to me, so I still miss them.
What are you referring to specifically?
Huh?
What are you referring to specifically?
Just this before every
Oh.
Let's
bout.
hit the ground.
Yeah.
We don't need it on the ground. We need it on the
Gym.
gym.
Oh, okay, see.
Nice. Remember, keep your foot solid.
Keep giving me my arm.
Nice. Nice. Autumn.
Very nice. Very nice.
Pause 1 second. So, just now, again, you just spent a lot of effort coming from right here.
Yeah.
So, knowing, just the second you start feeling that amount of effort, I would recommend faking the effort. Meaning that making it look like you're going here and then pop and pull away. Or, essentially because Autumn has a very strong like defensive area, like right here. She's very, very strong playing in this field. So being able to pop her in different directions more rapidly is going to increase the amount of points that you're going to be able to get.
Cool.
No point. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Push my elbow. Exactly. Push it into my face. Push it into my body. When you pin someone's elbows, it's much more challenging for them to do something and to hit you. Try to punch me. Try to kick me. You see what I'm saying? So, but then I make you pay for the kick, right? So that means that the elbows are superior. So a lot of times people say, hey,
Your arm okay when I'm doing that?
Yeah. Okay.
exactly. But if I have your elbows, then you have to do something. Exactly. You start kicking the legs, but then if I start turning you, it becomes a little bit more challenging. So I want you to start really aiming for those elbows. Good. And use them to pin me to my body, push through or pull me across my own body. Good. So I just want to show you this turning up. Right? And then you're feeding it, which is correct. You're feeding it. So check this out. When you feed it, like you're feeding a line to something, think about boom, boom. Connecting one, keeping it more of a climbing downward motion. So push it across, 1, 2, and now let's talk about the exact pointer. You're pushing my elbow up, right? And now you're gonna push under my shoulder, and you're gonna push it up. So actually take the hand position here, open up, and you feel the handle. So you're gonna gently but firmly touch the handle and roll the handle from my shoulder to my other shoulder through my neck, like you're throwing your shoulder through something neck. Here we go. someone's shoulder. Nice. Okay. It's a very odd feeling.
I did that. I've never done that before.
The bottom of the wing.
It was good on my arm, but then I could get down here. So,
Your elbow.
but you definitely had my arm, my left arm.
So now you're gonna hold here, and you're gonna wash that up. That's a really important note for everybody. Hey guys, I want to share a note for everyone. So my son, we're working on feeding, the concept of feeding, and so like you're feeding a line to something. So he's, first of all, that concept starts with the concept of pinning, which starts in and of itself with the concept of controlling the elbow. So he pins my elbow to my body, and then he throws my elbow into my face. So even if you're playing collarbone to hip area in push hands, take someone else's arm and throw it in their face. Very, very important, dirty trick. So you want to do dirty tricks sometimes. So you throw this into someone's face. And the next thing, this is the first part of the feed. The next part is taking the hand and going right under the shoulder and putting the palm open up like this into the armpit shoulder area, and taking that shoulder and throwing it through the neck of your opponent to the other shoulder, as if you're dumping water from one shoulder into the other through the neck. And then the next part of the feed is on the base of the wingspan, the scapula area, and throw the shoulder blade up. So that's a 1, 2, 3. So it looks like this. You're playing around and you push the elbow into up, arm into the face. 1, 2, 3, and you feed it. And just
That's not too dirty.
no, it's exactly. It doesn't look dirty, but it's technically. So you're like here, and you're like ha ha ha, ooh, 1, 2, 3, and you just get that nice feeling.
You can demoralize your opponent.
Yeah, it's a demoralizing moment. So you feed from one to the other. You pin 1, just like in the Wu style we were doing. 2, you dump that water into the other shoulder, and then 3, you feed it up there. And why don't you just play it on me for a second? So yeah, and so yeah, making sure that we first have the concept of the pin. So you may want to start right here, and you're playing with someone here, and you have them pinned down. And I'm pinning with this opposite arm, so I'm going to feed it to this hand. So I'm like, boom, and now I throw it up in someone's face.
Yeah.
And obviously, if you guys do jiu-jitsu or any stand-up type of grappling, you know that from here you can go into this little standing choke. So it's a really important note for you to be able to bridge those ideas. Like so 1, and then 2, 3. So start with the pin with this hand, 1, and then feed it to this hand. Feed this elbow to this hand, like pass it off. 1, yep, pass it off. Oh, and take a step back. And do this with Autumn while I'm doing it. So we're gonna pin with the backhand. Yep, and then you're gonna pass this elbow to this hand and extend it across my face. Think about, yep, and extend it. Literally make me eat my arm. And yeah, a little bit more of a position. Yeah, there you go. And now take the other hand right there and dump the water. Yep, and now take this hand and dump here. And just think of that as a 1, 2, 3. It's like, do.
Yeah.
And so, Jen,
Yep.
what are you looking for, like while you're playing, to identify the moment?
This pin. So we're playing around. Boom, I'm playing right here.
Okay.
So now that I have this pin, the nature of this pin is going to cause a reaction of him to want to get out of the pin.
And then in that split second,
And in that split second, I pass it to my other arm.
got it. Okay.
And right when he wants to get out. And now we have the 1, then we have the 2, and then we have the 3.
Go for it, buddy.
You're going to pin with the back end. Yeah. Pin with
Okay,
the
so
back.
you're pinning your
And yeah, and really, so when I pin, like really drop your hip pressure into it, so I can feel like I can't get out. So you want that feeling of the compacted that you mentioned from Star Wars is exactly what you want to feel right here.
And then as soon as they fight it, you pass it.
Yeah, exactly. The second you feel that, and you may give them a little bump, meaning that exactly. Did you feel that? So you gave me a little pressure, and I bumped you right back, saying no. And then you're probably going to do it again. Exactly. So on that again, I go, boom.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Yes. Nice.
Hope that stop you on the number 1.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. But then this is what I was getting at in terms of like the precise, like the precise.
Yeah.
So
Got me pinned.
1. Yeah, and just take it slower. 1, 2, 3.
And you can even do it like without it going in their face.
Yeah, you can, absolutely.
Yeah.
You can do it
Okay.
across the heart, but be able to count it out too. So you have the pin is 1, 2. The 2 goes right up to the face. 3, 4. So that 2 is the pass off up to the face, and you want to do that in one motion.
I
so,
see.
So
Okay.
from the and notice that I'm just switch your legs just for your mind, so that you can see that the back hand is the one that's pinning his lead arm.
Okay, and then this is.
And then this is gonna pass 1, 2,
Okay, hang on.
3, 4. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 is the pin, 2 is the pass to the face.
Right, and then the push is with the opposite hand again.
Yeah, you're switching off constantly.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay.
Technically, you could say it's 4 or 5 steps if you want to say that the pass off is a step and then the face is another step. So 1,
Passing to the
2,
chin.
yep, 3, 4. Good stuff.
Think.
My piano teacher was telling me when you name words out loud as you're doing it, the retention is at least double. So when you're like talk through the steps out loud,
Yeah.
your mind remembers them better.
That's great.
It actually works really well for anything.
Yeah.
That's what my violin
So
teacher says.
pin,
Oh really?
pin, pass, shoulder, and yeah. And that last push, the intention is to gently turn the rib cage.
Okay.
So just noting that it's not just a straight push; it's a gentle turning of the rib cage on the final push.
It's
Okay.
turning this way.
You want to turn me toward my heart,
Yeah.
so that you get my back.
Yeah.
And again, if like adapting to other martial arts, it's like, okay, cool, I've turned them to their back, and now I'm going to throw a kick, or I'm going to like follow up if I need to. Nice. It's okay.
Like that.
Yeah, just take it a little slower. 1, 2, 3.
And then here, like this.
Yeah. 4.
Me?
2. There we go.
Yeah, that's it.
And 1, 2. So there's the turn, but you're aiming for the spinal ring,
Right.
right? So it's like the awareness. So making sure that when you do the push, that final push, that your awareness goes to their spine, even though you're turning their rib cage. That means you actually have to have some sort of sensitivity of their alignment. And in Kempo, they call it the spinal ring. So you want to bend or break the spinal ring by going vroom, vroom. So it's not like you're just hitting the outside of the board or the outside of the bag. You want to punch the center of the bag, that kind of thing. Want to switch leg? Sure.
Switch ours to
Even
That was the
less
outside
spinal.
of the board.
Yeah, exactly.
pass. To this hand, push. Guess I just don't want you there. There we go.
Still outside.
So really feel the intention with each one. Here, the pin, right?
Yeah.
Because at any given time, this may
You're
not
almost
work.
pushing me a little too far.
Yeah.
You know, so a big part of this is recognizing that at any step you may have to make a change of your strategy. So that means that every step has to be full of intention. So this pin keeps me safe, and lots of things can happen from here.
Sure, yeah.
So
Like
then,
what?
I mean, literally infinite things. Like this is a basic play position. So he can come out. We can go back into. We
Okay.
can go for arm drags. He can go for something else. If he's pinning me, pin me, please. If he's pinning me, I may have to I may have to brace on the other arm. So now he's pinning me, but I've neutralized the pin, at least for the moment, because now I've attacked this other arm,
Yeah.
or I've positioned on his other arm. So
I can't pass it now.
So exactly, so he can't pass it.
Okay.
So now its strategy has to change. But what I'm getting at is that by nature of this pressure here, Jet, take a little half step this way. By nature of this pressure right here, I'm doing this intentionally for the full experience of the pin, meaning that I'm pinning this to his body, I'm aware of his center line, and I'm also pulsing on it with my hips, and I'm putting my weight down and into it because I want to cause a reaction from him to try to get away. And the second that I feel that reaction, I pass to the other arm. And then from this pass, I need to know that this could elbow me in the face. So I actually have to protect myself and get this really, put him in an awkward position as fast as possible. Because the last thing I want is to pass it and then boom. Like, that would just suck. So, and even if you're doing push hands, some people don't have control.
Yeah, that could happen on accident.
Yeah, totally can happen on accident. So it's like, oh, okay, here, push this across, and now I'm really reaching. Look at my finger. I'm actually pushing or reaching with my finger the entire time. And then when I'm here, I'm starting to dump that water, meaning that I'm really turning this shoulder through that neck. And then when I'm here, I'm really turning not just this hand this way to go toward his heart, but I'm really feeling the spine. So for each one of them, like at any given moment, you want to know that you may have to change everything. Okay.
Let's play really slow and then what your goal is
What
to
I mean
get
by
that
that is
push,
that you
okay?
gave up too much.
So we'll play like really
So in
slow
other words, I felt
so
your
that
hip,
you can
and
find
then all of a
it.
sudden your hip gives up.
So if we're just
Rather
playing
than giving
like
up on the
regular,
hip, the pin,
like try and
don't give up
make
on the hip.
find
Give
that
up on the arm pressure.
Yeah, okay.
So that's another note. So when you pin on the hip, don't give up your hip. The hip stays, the hip pressure stays the whole time, but you release the arm pressure to let it pass. So it's this way. Oh, nice, dude. So I felt that twist in my hip, which is exactly what that's exactly it.
I thought of it like the
See what I mean?
kind of reeling silk
Okay,
that time.
so we're just mixing in a
It's
little
fine.
free play, okay?
Make sure that this some control here in case you need to exactly.
Very good, do it again.
Do you think there's some
Nice.
like benefit to thinking like
Remember the pin first, okay?
at the end?
You got it good.
First,
You kind of went from the air.
and then at the end like a kind of warm style.
Dude, it's whatever you want.
And
You know, I think at the end of the day, it's like what are you accomplishing?
In me?
Yeah.
You
There
know,
you
and
go.
I think that's what I think if you understand the meta principle. Were you and I talking about meta principle?
I think so.
Yeah. So remember, so it's like you can build new techniques around the meta principle. So I think it's really like, what is your intention after you've gotten to the distance?
Yeah.
You know, and if you find that there's a specific intention to do that, my intention is just like, how do I get them off of me?
Right.
You know, that's really the baseline
Yeah,
intention. And so it's like, okay, how do I get them off? And then how do I get distance? How much distance can I get? How much spin can I put on the object which I'm trying to get distance on? Actually, let's switch. Can we switch positions? Can we just move you guys over here? So Richie just asked a really important question, and I want to just address this real quick. He said, can you add like a little chop at the end, kind of a Wu style chop? And we were talking about intention, and that when the intention is simply like, you can do anything you want if you understand the meta principles, as my coach Josh Waitzkin said. I think that's so important. You can discard all techniques and build new techniques if you understand the meta principles of anything. So what we're talking about here is, what is the intention? The intention for this move is, how do you, I just simply want to get him off balance and get him away from me. So why am I doing all these different things to get him away from me? Why am I doing all those different things? Well, I mean, that's a deep question, isn't it? But the bottom line is that you want to keep yourself safe the entire time. So you want to keep the opponent locked or feeling locked. So you want to maintain a sense of dominance. You want to make sure that you're breaking their alignment. You want to make sure that you're getting them as far away from possible, because they're an object. You want to move the object. So therefore, at that last push, the intention on that last push is to put spin on the object, to add momentum to the previous chain of movements. So when you add that spin, it spins the waist, the hips, the rib cage, so that they go back farther. So there's intention woven into each one of these moments. Again, I'm pressing with the back hip. I'm putting pressure with my back hip through my heel of my palm into his elbow to control the arm, because you can pin here, but he can get the elbow out. So if he gets the elbow out, he can get the arm out. But if you pin the elbow, it's harder to get everything out. He has to lead with his fingers to do something. And it's not impossible. It's just the reality that the elbow controls the upper body. And a lot of times people say the head controls the upper body. That is also true. But I find this more safe than trying to control the head, or I control both at the same time. So this is really valuable to keep someone stuck in a moment. They want to get out, and you know that. You do what you can with that knowledge and pull it across their body because they want to get out. Now they're out. They're just in a worse position. And then break the alignment and then spin the body off. And again, it doesn't, sometimes it looks like nonsense unless you actually feel it in play. And so I think it's really easy to just be like, oh yeah, I did that, and Richie so wonderfully went with it. That was not as powerful as a push as he went with it. That was very kind of him. All right, let's get into some freestyle play again. Okay. Let's get me and Autumn. Let's get Jet and Richie.
Where do you want us?
Anywhere.
Back?
Yeah. What time is it? 9:27. Okay. Actually, you know what? Let's go freestyle moving step.
Yeah?
Yeah. Let's get you and Autumn first. With no throws.
Okay. Where do you guys do this here?
Hey, Richie. She can throw you, but you can't throw her. How about that? Okay.
I don't know any
All right, we're going to do some throwing. And Jet's going to go in.
I can throw.
He sure can throw. Okay, come on.
This is my first time here in years.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I'm usually just sleeping.
So we're going to play.
We're
We're going to play on this dirt. So this is in the ring. All the brown is in the ring, but then all the gray dirt is in the ring, but then the grass is out. So except this grass. So this is still in the ring. Okay. You guys ready? And we can stretch while we wait. Nice. Good stuff. Good stuff.
turn. It's a good turn.
Yeah.
That's my
Warming up.
Okay, good to know.
That's all I know how to do. Well,
Hey man, so from a performance standpoint, it's fun and joyous what you just said.
Yeah.
But like you're taking away from your power with her, like from a competitive standpoint.
Yeah.
The language takes away from your power.
Sure.
So like I would practice from a competitive mindset, smiling and just smiling and tapping the person.
Yeah.
Let's keep going.
yeah.
Nice stuff, Autumn.
Oh, sorry, buddy. It's fine. I didn't step on you too hard.
Nice. Good stuff. One more point.
Yeah. I didn't scratch you there.
Nice. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Really good job.
Who wants next? You want next?
You too.
Okay. Jet and Richie.
You're allowed to throw me.
Go. Jet, try starting the center of the ring.
I like that leg wrap.
He passed that on me last night doing a jiu-jitsu leg wrap.
Oh.
It was like really funny.
Intentionally?
No, he was just already asleep.
So if you step behind me, you got an advantage, but I also have an advantage. So I can do this. So you got to get to that before I do. If you step behind me, or you step behind me. use your arm across my chest, like this. And yes, like that. Yes. Awesome. That's it.
Oh.
You're gonna beat me to it, basically. Yes. A little bit more. Yes, like that. Yes. Awesome.
Good stuff. Jet, also remember that the advantage of push hands is that when someone's going for a throw, you push them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's one of the main, like,
Yeah.
well, like,
Oh.
that's the thing that helps us against grapplers is like the space control, pushing and pulling game.
Oh, like we do in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, but I'm saying like obviously push hands is a more sophisticated
No, what
system
I mean, like we use that in jiu-jitsu.
for pushing. Yes, we do use that in
Yeah.
jiu-jitsu, which is why John Machado was down to do a hybrid system.
See, here's the reverse though. See that? So you gotta uber commit to it, basically.
Okay, one more point. We should probably go after this.
Yes!
He's really good.
Yes!
He's great, really great.
Yeah. There it is.
I think I learned a lot. You make like your dad's pulsing thing.
Oh yeah, he does that too.
Oh.
The inverted indirect tension
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, so if I see it coming, I can reverse it.
All right, Jet, let me jump in. Wipe off your pants.
Nice job. Good work. Some from a strong fam. That's for sure.
Jen, I have a question.
Yeah.
So, like, are you essentially cutting off the angle that he could turn you on, right?
He's warm, and I need to go in knowing he's warm because I'm not warm.
No, I'm just asking specifically, like.
So, I
think that was, yeah.
So to protect myself because I'm not warm, I am cutting angles.
Okay.
But it's specifically because I'm not warm. I would be doing other things if I was warm.
But.
So
You fully had this.
So this arm just now, I turned down and I walked my hip into his palm so that I can push more pressure onto an odd angle for him.
Okay.
Basically, I lost my whole left side.
Okay.
So these are all just little things to protect yourself if you know that you're like, to protect yourself, period. And that was the turn without the
Yeah.
pressure. That was just the turn. Watch your elbow. Yeah.
Had to give that one up. That would have been bad.
Just take a second. Let me get in with Jet real quick. And stretch that real quick.
You got a little twist?
Oh, no. It's all good. He just locked it really well.
Nice.
The hat trick.
Go for it. Go for the show. No, go for the show.
He got you on the choke?
No. He switched it to something else, which is good. you essentially have this, and then switch to this, which I think. Hold on.
Had a clean and drop moment. I was waiting for it.
There's a conversation. See, I go for something different. Keep things happening. Good. Let's go to the puff. Let's puff later. Good. Bring my head into your belly. Uh-oh. Keep the leg behind. Okay, on your turn.
Jet, may I hand this off? Good job. I can feel you thinking, Jet.
Step number 1, take his hat off, always.
Yeah.
Arms being very nice right now.
I don't usually train like in the morning like this. A little slow.
Nice.
You okay? Don't keep doing that move, 'cause that happens every time.
Oh, you?
You want to take it?
Mind hanging on to it for a second for me?
Nice! Nice!
A lot of commitment.
Good job.
Ooh, awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the perfect block.
Interesting.
Good see. There we go. Nice!
Between the you guys and the spinning, both of you. Good gosh.
Last 2 points have been on top of your apex of your breath. Try to silence the breath.
Do you want me to take it? I gotta clean my shoes.
You okay? You okay? Okay. Had your arm, I'm scared.
Yeah.
Jenny, what was that little switch step you did like a couple rounds ago?
With the hook in the arm?
You switch stepped and then hooked?
I hooked the arm, yeah.
Interesting.
That's how you get a big rotation. Especially for someone who, Richie's very balanced.
He is very balanced, yes.
Other folks have fallen just off of a single arm like that. Love you guys. We got Richie, excellent teacher.
Have fun, guys.
And here are Los Feliz. We got Autumn. We got Jet. Love you guys. This will be on my YouTube channel as per usual at Jazz Tai Chi. Love you so much.